Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Mods of the Moment. On today's list, we have new immersion mods, graphics mods, and big overhaul mods, among other interesting categories. I'm Bard's College graduate, your humble guide to Skyrim modding, and now let's begin the first showcase. The first mod in our list is Firmament, a mod that features 3 completely new skills seamlessly integrated into Skyrim: Horseman, Exploration, and Philosophy. Each of these new skills come with their respective trainers, potions, and skill books, just like the base skills in the game. The Horseman skill is all about making you more powerful while striking opponents while mounted, as well as traveling the land on horseback. For example, you are able to stagger your opponents when charging into them with the Jouster perk, or take use of the Nobility perk, which makes your intimidation and persuasion attempts 50% more likely to succeed while riding a horse. The Exploration skill makes you proficient in anything and everything outdoors, whether it's fishing, mining, or orienteering. With the Cartographer perk, your carrying capacity is increased with every location discovered, and Wanderer's Peace, any human enemies have a 70% chance of being non-hostile if you have your weapon sheathed. It also plays well with the Survival creation, and these perks overall make you quite the wilderness wanderer. The third new skill is Philosophy. It governs your ability to learn and expand your knowledge of the world. With the Tactician perk, all of your combat skills increase 10% faster, and with the Advisor perk, you can offer people advice in exchange of gold.
You expect me to believe that?
Well, if only they believe you.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Also, with Philosophy perks, books have a chance to drop a scroll, and you take less damage from some creatures after killing a certain amount of them. Next we have Echoes of Oblivion, a mod that brings the best part of Oblivion into Skyrim: Radiant Dialogue Conversations. With the mod, the good people of Skyrim will chat with each other about various topics ranging from mudcrabs and weather to books they've read recently and interesting rumors they have heard.
Any news? They found a shrine to Namira in a cave near Falkreath. Whole place smelled like death.
Depending on the character's voice type, they might be more grumpy or cheerful, and there's in total 4,500 lines, which are randomized, so repetition shouldn't occur at all.
Any news? Heard the Thieves Guild stole Maven Blackfire's favorite goblet, then sold it back to her for 100 septims.
Any news? Fishermen in Dawnstar keep pulling up old Nord artifacts. Must be something under the ice. Interesting.
The conversations are also affected by the speaker's background and location they're at, which is an immersion cherry on top of the immersion cake. Also, the guards might comment about your skills and attributes.
You've got a real bounce to your step. I'll bet you're quite the acrobat.
In addition to this delightful chatter, the mod also adds a handful of new NPCs into the game, all based on certain characters from Oblivion. The voices in this mod are generated by using AI, and there is an optional high poly makeover file in the files, which is what you're seeing here as I'm using it. Now, some of you guys might remember that I actually hate Dwemer automatons, as they're the creepiest things in this game and make me feel uneasy, so let's add a mod to deepen the torture. Dwemer Deepwalkers, Titans and Divers is a mod that adds more depth to the Dwemer lore with all kinds of new enemies, non-hostile automatons, mounts, spells, armor and weapons that can be found all throughout Skyrim and Solstheim. In Blackreach, I actually nearly had the scare of my life when I saw this massive automaton giant coming at me. Safe to say, I won't take any contact, but if you get this mod, feel free to obliterate it from existence. In addition to many lower tier enemies, there are bosses, each more horrifying than the last. In Markarth, you can find this huge Dwarven Ekdromoi guarding the city. They are actually very clumsy mounts as well, especially in these narrow city alleyways. In Calcelmo's study in Understone Keep, you can steal his spell tome to summon one yourself whenever you need one. Am I tripping, or is this thing kind of cute actually? There are also other types of mounts, and one of them is the Dwemer Speeder, which you can acquire from Cinderion's laboratory, and it will move you quickly from one place to another. The armors can be found in different dungeons, may be worn by deceased travelers, and they resemble sorts of diving gear, and they're named as such as well. In a nutshell, by using this mod, many Dwarven dungeons are much more dangerous to go through, full of these remains of long-time disintegrated automatons, and the lore concerning the long-lost Dwemer feels more emphasized in the game. Aside from my overhauling Solstheim video, we haven't really spent that much time on this ashy Morrowind island on my channel. I think the last time was when we checked out JK's Raven Rock, and now let's take a look at the new visual overhaul from this legendary mod author, JK's Tel Mithryn. This mod is an enhanced location overhaul focusing on Tel Mithryn, a settlement nestled in 4 large fungi. These mushrooms were planted by Master Neloth of House Telvanni, who brought the cuttings over from Vardenfell a long time ago. In any case, this mod overhauls both the exterior and the interiors in Tel Mithryn by adding a lot of new immersive details around the area, such as, you guessed it, even more mushrooms. As you can see here, the place is now filled to the brim with new everyday objects that make the settlement look more busy and lively with things the people living here might need, like the farm. The 4 interiors are already quite cozy inside these mushrooms, but with JK's Tel Mithryn, the coziness goes just through the roof with all these added details and decoration, and on top of that, they are now simply more interesting to look at. Nothing really feels out of place, which is something I appreciate a lot with this kind of overhaul mods. With JK's Tel Mithryn, this settlement now looks complete, and anyone who prefers this style of maximalism would probably agree with me on that. Before we check out the next mod, this video was made possible by these people right here. Join the supporters and get some fun perks by checking out patreon.com/BardsCollegeGraduate. Shout out to Eric's Lagenvite, Big Wang, Billy Duncan, Divine Cleric, Dope Bunker, Frank Brackett, Jay Osceola, Onshore Flyer 15, Ryan Ulrich, and the Panicked Monk. The second location overhaul mod we have today is Reinforced Civil War Camps. This mod reimagines the various military camp locations across Skyrim, both on the Stormcloak and Imperial side. The main thing about this mod is how it gives the locations some light fortifications, so the soldiers have a little bit more safety inside the palisade walls, and they're ready for enemies as there is always someone high on the lookout in the towers. There are also siege shields, barricades, weapon racks, and rock piles, as well as additional tents and some fitting clutter around them to make the camp itself feel more lived in and realistic. I think coming across these enhanced military camps feels more exciting now, as before they were just a couple of tents and soldiers looking like they're on a field trip. Now it is time for an incredible new graphics mod. With ElSopa Misc Ruins redone, you'll never again have to suffer by looking at these outdated models in the many dungeons and caves of Skyrim. This mod overhauls various forgotten models with detailed and beautiful handcrafted meshes and textures, with performance kept in mind, such as different kinds of urns, ornamental braziers, Nordic totem pillars, and much, much more. Seriously, this mod is a game changer for the graphics in your catacombs, as they make the world's difference in this high quality detail. The mod is available in 1K, 2K and 4K textures, and I'm using 2K here, which is usually recommended for most setups. Floating Subtitles is a simple SKSE based plugin, but genius in its execution. Instead of regular subtitles, it adds them on top of the NPC's head, who is currently talking like in many other games. This results in clearing out the bottom section of the screen, and it also makes easier to see who's talking at the time. If the talking NPC is blocked from view, the subtitles will dim, and all this, including the font, can be customized as well. Floating subtitles supports both general conversation and dialogue conversation, which can be toggled separately, and I think it's a great choice for a modern modded Skyrim. Also, from the same mod author, we have dynamic location pop-ups. This is another simple SKSE plugin, adding a user interface feature of displaying the location you're entering with a text slate on the screen and a short jingle. It's compatible with all vanilla and modded locations, as well as UI mods, appearing automatically on the screen when making your way to an already discovered location. Next, I'll showcase 2 mods in one go, and you'll understand why. Children of the First and Children of the Green are both new elf-focused NPC overhauls that touch every single named High Elf and Wood Elf in the game, giving them a delightful and distinct makeovers. On the High Elves, or Altmer, the cultured people, you can see their culture incorporated into their new appearances, whether it's artful makeup or other lavish details, while keeping each individual status in the society in mind. The same thing applies to the Wood Elves, or Bosmer, the tree-sap people. As you can see here, they are equipped with sharp teeth, possibly antlers too, and star-shaped pupils to give them much-needed distinction from the other elves. To have these mods work correctly, remember to install the required resource pack, Children of Dawn's Beauty. Both of these mods use high poly heads to ensure high definition, and with them, your elves are sure to look incredible and diverse with a clear artistic vision. Now it is time to check out an exciting medium-sized quest mod. This is The Devils in the Details. With an estimated runtime of 2 hours, this mod is centered around Clavicus Vile, the Daedric Prince of Trickery and Bargains, and you'll be helping his victims with Calithar, a scholar interested in these affairs.
Yes, the child god of the morning star. I have delved through countless tomes, deciphering the myriad of stories surrounding the prince, separating fact from fiction.
These people affected by Clavicus Vile have all their unique stories to tell along the road, and you can help them in various ways.
There's no helping me. Not now, not ever. My fate is sealed.
In addition to new characters and the new questline, there are also 4 new locations to explore that fit perfectly within the game. There are also consequences to your actions, ranging from some exclusive dialogue to different endings that make playing the quest feel even more rewarding. As usual with the creations of this mod author, the writing and voice acting in this quest is absolute masterclass and a privilege to experience, and I do mean it. By playing The Devils in the Details, you'll learn more about this Daedric prince and his nature, and have a blast getting to know your new friend Calithar. Let's jump into Riverwood, arguably the coziest little town in all of Skyrim, and check out Riveting Riverwood, an expansion. This mod is yet another town overhaul that focuses on making this location more lively, renewed, and expanded while keeping it fairly simple. In the core of this town overhaul is the beautiful windmill, but there are also 2 new houses in which the 4 new NPCs live, a small family and a tanner merchant. There are also new spots of interests around the town, such as the cemetery, a small dock with a boat, and a stable for your trusty steed. There are also more cows now, and Faendal's garden has been rearranged and improved upon too. This mod works perfectly with Spaghetti's town overhaul, as it's made it in mind, but it can be used without it, but JK's overhaul is out of the question without the patch. Mages ahoy! I have a great small mod out there for you. Torches Are Magic is a new mod that adds special magical torches that come in multiple colors: fire orange, blue, green, purple, red, and white. Well, They're not really torches, as you don't hold onto a stick with fire on it, but you do have to equip them from the inventory, so they kind of are torches in the classic Skyrim sense. Now, I realize this sounds complicated, but to use them, you'll need to add them via Add Item menu or console commands, equip the magical torch from your inventory, and then you're set to light your way through a dark tunnel. Only use them on third person, as they look like this with using first person. The torches won't wither away like regular ones, so once you have them, you can use them as much as you want. It's magic! Now we have another mod combo, this time Talkative Seekers and Talkative Dwarven Centurions from Mihail's Monster and Animals mod series. First off, if you ask me, these things don't need to speak any more than is necessary, as you know that I'm deathly afraid of both Seekers and especially Dwarven Centurions, but I can't lie, these two mods are cool as heck. If I wasn't making enough sense, they make these creatures speak. 9 spooky combat lines to Seekers in Hermaeus Mora's Plain in Oblivion. And 20 robotic lines to Dwarven Centurions in the many Dwemer dungeons in Skyrim and Solstheim. Mega creepy, but I repeat, so cool.
You dare to disturb my eternal research. Now you must perish by my wrath.
Now that we're conveniently already in Apocrypha, let's check out Scribers, Chakra's creatures. With the help of Skypatcher, this mod adds a new enemy in this plane of Oblivion, the spooky, scary Scribers, that begin spawning when you hit level 10. At level 20, more powerful Arch Scribers will begin spawning, and both of these abominable creatures are short, lanky, zombie-like, with deadly spears and trypophobia-inducing backsides. With this mod, Apocrypha may feel a bit more dangerous, varied, and unpredictable place. Next, let's check out the insanely gorgeous Viper armor. This mod adds a new, striking female-only light armor with the assassin theme, compatible with all popular body mods and vanilla body. Viper armor comes in 3 colors, black, brown and green, and it is highly modular. You can mix and match all of the many pieces as you wish, and these parts can only be crafted at the Skyforge in Whiterun. The armor is also available as a replacer for the Dark Brotherhood armor in the matching color scheme of red and black. This armor makes your assassin character look insanely cool. I absolutely adore the look of it. Now, I warn you, if you're not ready for a cuteness overload, then skip this part. Squelch, a custom-voiced Bantam Guar companion, is a new non-combat follower mod who's actually an Argonian individual who has been transformed into a Bantam Guar, a small creature native to Morrowind.
Cute? Cute? I'm not cute! Look at what those halalu bastards did to me! I used to be a respectable Argonian. Now I'm just a mucking featherless chicken!
A question may arise, what in the world happened to her? With nearly 400 custom voice dialogue, you can learn all about this person and how she was transformed into this dragon/chicken creature, and take her with you on your Dragonborn adventures. You can also pet her and feed her snacks, and she can find things for you from the ground. Useful and stinkingly cute. Please, just take Squelch with you from the Halalu farm right outside Windhelm and enjoy her charming company and cute voice. More cuteness coming our way now with your spouse or follower. Spooning of Skyrim allows you to stay in close contact throughout the night with your so-called best friend, lover, or a close one. This spooning can happen in any bed or bedroll, and it works with a power set spooning partner. Just point at the NPC you want to climb in bed with and use the power, and ta-da! They will do so with, of course, full consent from both sides. So cute. And there is also a stinkingly cute optional bedroll animation available that works with Open Animation Replacer. Happy spooning, everyone! It's important to stay warm. Now, speaking of spooning, I know the perfect place for that, especially if you and your partner are devoted followers of the Lord of the Hunt. This is Hircine's Hunt Werewolf-themed cave, a Winter Sun-compatible player-home cave outside of Falkreath. It has all the basic amenities you might need as a warrior, useful workstations such as the tanning rack, workbench and grindstone, large chests to use as safe storage, and of course, a shrine to the Daedric Prince Hircine. There is also the Warrior Stone, which improves your combat skills upon touching it. This gritty and dark hunter or werewolf cave is an excellent place to stay between your adventures and enjoy this aesthetic inspired by Hircine. Thank you so much for watching! Let me know what you thought of these new mods in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more. Just do it! See ya!